Hi and welcome to the video training of hybrid servers. In this video training we will be exploring how we can implement hybrid web server using different technologies. In this video we will be creating a hybrid web server using Node.js, Python and PHP. We don't need Apache, Nginx or Flask. It's extremely simple and straightforward. The requirements you need on your laptop or on your computer are you need Node.js installed, Python installed, PHP installed, Express module installed for Node.js. It is easily installed by using the command line npm install express on Linux or Ubuntu. On Windows it's very easy. You can just simply download the exe file from Node.js website and install it on your computer. Now let's look at our main program, that is server.js, and we will be creating this in Node.js, and for this we need a project folder. So let's go to terminal and create that. Okay, I'm on the terminal and I'm going into projects directory. I have a folder hybrid web servers and I'm going to create a new folder called Node PHP Python. Okay, let's set the permissions for this newly created folder, Node PHP and Python. Alright, so let's move into this folder, and you see we don't have any file in this folder, so let's set up a file, npm init. This is for initializing a new project in Node.js. It's asking a package name. We don't need, if you want to give a package name, you can say hybrid servers 2 or whatever. Version 1, description, no description, entry point is server.js. Test command doesn't need, git repository don't need, keywords, author, license, yes. So after that you will see it has created a file package.json. Now we need to install npm express module for Node.js, as I told you in the previous slide, because it is required for creating the web server and handling requests from the browser using HTTP protocol. Okay, now we have installed npm module express and we are ready to start with our first server.js program. Okay, first of all you need to create a variable which is requiring a library called express. It is the module that we have installed. Let's save this file in our projects directory and hybrid web servers Node PHP Python, and I'm going to call this file as server.js. okay, now we are going to create an object of express module, and and third is the port number. The port number we will be using for Node.js server is port 3000. As I'm using port 80 for my Apache web server which is running in the background, so I can use that as well, but I had to stop I'll have to stop the Apache web server and then bind Node.js on port 80. So that's not a big deal actually. So app.listen, I need to tell the port and the function. It will require no parameters, and here I'll console.log server is running on port and the port is app port which is port 3000. So this will tell us that server has successfully started and it is listening on port 3000 for new HTTP requests made by the user's website. Okay, first of all we will create a endpoint or a route which will be served from Node.js, and this is app.get, and I'm going to just use forward slash. Forward slash means that if someone comes to your website and just types in your website name like abc.com and doesn't give a website further parameter or anything else, it will be redirected to the home page, which is the /. So I'm not going to declare it here. I'm going to use a callback function, that is get home page, and then we are going to define a function route which will be served from PHP, and this will be app.get about page, and the function which will handle this request is call get about page. Okay, and third is serve to user from Python, and this will be called app.get contact and get contact page. Okay, so this is pretty much our basic structure of our web server in Node.js. Now we are going to move ahead and define our three functions. The first one is get home page function, and it will receive request and response from the routing function, and I'm going to send response.send, and I'm going to use a tilt function. It's on the top left just below the escape key, so you can use it. It won't break your HTML or with the single quotes or double quotes. So my recommendation is to use this home page title tag closed. Okay, and then the head tag closed and body tag started, and h1 node web server, let's close the h1 tag, and then we have node web server, and let's add hybrid server. Okay, and after h1 we can add this page is served by Node.js. This page is served by Node.js, and after h1 tag I'm going to close the body tag and the HTML tag. That's it for our home page function, and I'm going to break and bring down the HTML so it is readable on our screen. Okay, that's it. Now I'm going to write the get about page function. It also requires request and response objects, and here I'm going to use a child process utility that is built in Node.js, and I can require it spawn require dot spawn. So I'll have a pointer to the child process spawn process, and now I'm going to define the process, which is spawn, and it's PHP, and the second parameter is an array. In array I'm going to define the file the PHP will be calling, and that is about.php, and here I'm going to say request.query.type. So in PHP we will know that the query parameter is type. So if type is about, we will serve the page as about. So you can add as multiple types as you want to handle different type of pages. stdout.on, and on receiving the data from the process we will just simply send it out to the user by using the Node.js function response.send and data.toString. So we are done with the PHP part, and now last is our Python part, which is get contact page. Here we just need to change PHP to Python, and here I'm going to change it to contact.py because Python have file extensions, default file extensions as py. So that's it, we are done with our pages. Now we need to create about.php. So I'm going here and I'm just going to copy this HTML that we have in our server.js file. So just copy this, paste it here, and let's say about page, hybrid server, and this page is served by PHP. Let's format it a bit so it looks nice. Okay, yeah, that's the body tag, that's the h1 tag, and body tag closed, HTML tag closed. So we have about.php file in the same folder. Remember to save all these files in the same folder. And last but not least, we have the Python file. We need the Python file to get the parameter. And okay, so this is about.php, and the last one is contact.php. So for contact.php we need a new file, and let's save it by contact.py. and here you can see user bin python. We need to tell the command line that we will be using Python command line. So I'm going to import the default system module that is built in Python, and I'm going to use the print command that's output the HTML, and I'm going to use 3 double quotes. This is because we are going to use a multi-line output, so I'm going to use 3 double quotes. And here I'm going to say contact page node web server. This page is served by Python. Okay, that's about it. So we have the Python page, we have the about page, and we have the server.js file, which is our main web server file. Now let's run it. Running our web server, go to the command line. Let's clear this mess and type in node server.js. Okay, it says there's an issue here, unexpected token. So we have some syntax error here. Let's fix that, and it's in the file server 20 line number 27. It's right here. Okay, so now we are good. Okay, let's run it again, and it's on line 35 again. I repeated that mistake because we copy pasted the same function. No issues. Now we are good to go. So we have server is running on port 3000, and let's move on to the browser and run our server 3000, and we have our main page node web server hybrid serve. This page is served by Node.js. So we have our home page up and running. Now test the about page. We have node web server hybrid server. This page is served by PHP, and the last one is node web server hybrid server. This page is served by Python. So we have 3 different technologies serving the user by using our main web server, which is built in Node.js. So the purpose of this solution is basically to combine the power and benefits of 3 different languages, and utilizing them to advantage of providing user with more efficient and rich content and efficient response. So possible benefits and usage of hybrid servers are event handling power of Node.js, serving static content from Node.js, serving database related or other content from PHP. For example, if you want to use a RDBMS like MySQL or MariaDB or AuroraDB from AWS, you can use PHP to communicate with the RDBMS. Then using the power of machine learning, big data processing of Python. As you all know that Python is very famous for processing large data sets and machine learning. So using Python you can easily handle that as well, but you don't need the web server Flask or anything else, the whole platform of Python, to implement that. You just need an entry point with Node.js. So we don't need Apache, Nginx or Flask required or any other modules, and it is easily maintainable. If you like this video, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. If you need any help, feel free to contact me at umahmood@gmail.com. My LinkedIn address is linkedin.com/in/umahmood. And my Twitter handle is Usman_TechWeber. See you next time with a new video in hybrid web servers. Thank you.